Well, everybody, welcome to Shine a Little Kindness today. And what makes this day really exciting is it's day one of the bike ride. We just rode into the Albuquerque house, and today I have the honor and pleasure of talking to Jessica Wright, the CEO of the Albuquerque Ronald McDonald House. Jessica, thank you so much for having Liz and I. It was an awesome welcome. Your team and people that were here were just awesome. So thanks for having us.
Thank you. It's great to have both of you here, and it was such a fun way to kick everything off.
Oh, my God, it's such a blast. And you know, I think we talk about the Ronald McDonald houses across the country, and everybody knows our passion for helping. And, you know, it's great to be here in Albuquerque, but we'd love to learn a little bit more about, you know, your house and how many people are here on a regular basis, your team, and what's needed in Albuquerque.
All of the key things, right?
Yeah, right.
So we're fortunate. We have two houses here in Albuquerque. Our original house opened in 1982. Awesome. Its origin story is like many of the houses in the United States, where a group of local doctors, some McDonald's owner-operators, and the Junior League got together and said, we need to do this. And so we opened here with 8 rooms. In less than 2 years, we expanded and took it up to 18 rooms. And then we went up to 31, which is where we're at now, back in 2011. And then our second house is the first of its kind in the world. This one's located on the University of Mexico campus. It's called the North Campus. It's where all the Health Sciences Center is. And then our other house is less than 2 miles away, so closer proximity than a lot of the other chapters that have multiple houses. Yeah. And that's across the street from the largest healthcare provider here in the state. And it's connected by a sky bridge across the street.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So how many families then do you serve every day?
51 between the two houses.
150 to 200 people
exactly.
total?
Yep. If we had every single pillow taken, it'd be about 175 people.
Holy cow, that's great. And then how many full-time staff do you have here?
We have a total of 24 staff. About 10 of those are full-time. And then the other 14 are our part-time that are primarily doing our evening and weekend, making sure the 24/7 operation is going.
Well, then how many volunteers do you have here?
Active, we would say about 100. That's not incling our event volunteers. So that's the people that are here. Our bakers, you get to sample some of those treats
They were
today.
fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Oh, my gosh.
But our bakers, the folks that are helping with linens, answering the phones, things like that, it's between 85 and 100 on a given month.
Yeah. Now, the problem with the baking, though, those cookies were so good, I'm going to have to ride more miles now to work it off, Jessica.
Yes,
so thank you.
I agree. I am very grateful she's only here once a week, and I'm not always here that day.
Oh, that's fantastic. So what are some of the biggest needs that you have at the Albuquerque chapter?
We run a very lean staff, 24 people and 2 24/7 operations. I tell people that running our house is just like your house. It's just a lot bigger. It has a lot more bathrooms. It has a lot more laundry to do. But if you have a green thumb, if you like to do linen, if you like to answer the phone, if you like to write thank you cards or do data entry or any of that stuff, we have a need for that. So by far, it's for folks to just come in and support us with things that they're comfortable doing and enjoy doing.
All right. Well, I think that's one of the things that we learned when Liz and I and Brendan were staying at the Philadelphia House is how they're operated, right?
Yep.
Lots of misconceptions, but when you get in and learn about what these houses do, it's really volunteer-driven. And I will always encourage people, if they haven't visited the Albuquerque Ronald McDonald House, come on down, just take a quick tour.
Exactly.
I mean, just see what you do and how you help families and just shine a little bit of kindness to those families that are facing these difficult times. It doesn't take much.
And I think people, they sell themselves short and they realize that it is the simplest things that relieve such a burden for us and allow us to turn and continue to do the work for the families. And so if they have a desire or a passion, I guarantee we can find something they'll enjoy doing that will certainly impact what we do.
Absolutely. And I think I'll never forget Robert, who is the overnight maintenance man at the Philadelphia House. And because of Hailey's situation, our sleep schedule was terrible. And, I'd wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I head down to the kitchen and, try to make coffee. And Robert would, we built this relationship where he'd show me how to make coffee because I didn't want to break anything. And then, he would just sit down with me and say, hey, how did the day go?
Exactly.
Is it okay? How's Hailey doing? I mean, it doesn't take a lot. It's just that simple kindness that can make a huge impact in people's lives to help them fight another day. And we just found that so critical in our experience. And then you meet other families that are staying here and you can sit down and talk to them. How'd their day go? And find that energy to continue because it's challenging. And, you have a lot of NICU families here. And, when you're unexpected to have an early child and all of the things that go in there in our case, a rare autoimmune disease or cancer or whatever the disease is. I mean,
Right.
it strikes every bone in your body, and the kindness that you and your team and the volunteers provide here is fantastic. I mean,
Well, I appreciate that. And I think that's something that folks they don't realize how simple it is to change somebody's day. And they want to come do something significant or monumental, and they don't understand the impact of a smile or saying, hey, how are you doing? Or did you know there's fresh brownies in the kitchen, or whatever that may be. And sometimes we as the team here sell ourselves short going, I don't know if we're doing much. But if I catch you and hey, how are you doing? How are you holding up? Seem like you got some rest or whatever it is, and treat you as human and let you know that you're seen and that you have support, whether you need to have a diversion or to break down or to connect with somebody. That goes such a long way, and that's so easy for any of us to do.
I mean, 100%. And so when you think about community and how you need to raise money, and we talked about volunteerism, and I know the local McDonald's owner-operators are awesome supporters, and they run their Roundup program. Hey, and now it's Shamrock Shake season, so let's get out and that's how it all started, right? With the Philadelphia Eagles and McDonald's and back in 74, right? In Shamrock Shake. So let's get everybody to buy a Shamrock Shake through the month of March. And
it's for the kids.
And it's all for the kids. And it's just, again, those simple things. But I really appreciate the work that the local owner-operators do and how they help fund it. But I know they can only do so much. They're small businesses.
Small businesses. I have to give them a shout out. We're one of the few business units in the country that is all local owner-operators. We don't have any of the corporate owned. So I used to say it kind of jokingly, they're in the PTA and they're this. No, there is one of the owner-operators who he and I drop our children off at the school. We see each other probably 3 days a week, checking in. Hey, how are you doing? Whatever. So they're very much part of the community.
That's awesome.
And we're so fortunate with that. But no, we can't put our needs on their backs. And so we certainly need the financial support from the community, whether that is folks making donations, whether that's talking to their company or HR and say, do you do a company match? We would love to do this. Do you want to go have a small fundraiser on our behalf? You know, we have a ton of phenomenal breweries and places that people love to hang out. Go talk to them.
We might need to go to one tonight.
Exactly. And let's have them, do a beer for a cause or whatever that looks like. Coming in to do guest chef. You get a group of friends or coworkers. Nothing kind of normalizes a group better than putting them in a room together to cook when they've never done that together before.
Well, that's a great point. Tonight, Liz and I and some of our friends from the Morgan Stanley team in Albuquerque will be here tonight to cook to the family. So we're excited about doing that and having them engaged because they haven't been here. So
exactly.
Yeah. So
it showcases what we do. It allows people to be in the heart of it. I always joke, you get a CEO in here who can't boil water, and the team is instantly shifted. So it's a great team builder for all of them. And you've provided a fresh cooked meal for 60 to 80 people.
That goes a long way.
You can't go wrong with that.
Well, Jessica, thanks so much for having us. And to our listeners, continue to spread a little kindness and in your community and help, and come down to your local Ronald McDonald House and see what, Jessica and her team does. And those little differences can make a huge impact on somebody's life. So thanks for being the first house of the 2026 One Dad's Mission bike ride. Great to meet you, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Jeff, it's an honor to have you guys here and have you be the kickoff here. And I just love the message that you're putting out there. We all have a little extra kindness to give, and thanks for helping people do that.
It's our pleasure. Thanks, Jessica.
Yep.